अगर आप अश्वगंधा खाते हो रेगुलरली, देन आपकी स्पर्म मोर्टेलिटी 57% से बढ़ जाती है, आपका टेस्टोस्टेरोन लेवल 17% से बढ़ जाते हैं, राइट? आपका ओवरऑल स्ट्रेस और एंजाइटी के लिए जो बॉडी का रिस्पॉन्स होता है वो 44% से ज़्यादा बेटर हो जाता है।
स्ट्रेस अश्वगंधा, एंजाइटी अश्वगंधा, हेयर फॉल अश्वगंधा, लो एनर्जी अश्वगंधा। एक अश्वगंधा के कितने सारे काम। As a pharmacist, when I see these claims online, I have to step in because some of it, what they are saying, is actually true, but some of them they could be misleading you majorly. So I'm Dr. Udita, and today I'm going to go through every major ashwagandha claim that you have seen online and give you the exact science behind it. No biasness, no brand deals, just facts. Stay till the end because the last claim no one is talking about, and it actually shocked me too. So what is ashwagandha? Before we react to the claims, let me tell you quickly what actually is ashwagandha, because most of the people don't know about it. Ashwagandha's scientific name is Windhania somnifera, is an adaptogen. That's a fancy word for a herb that helps your body adapt to stress. It's been used in Ayurveda for over 3000 years. The active compounds are called withanolide, and these are what the actual research is done on. So when you are buying a supplement, you have to check if it says standardized to at least 5% withanolides on the label. If it does not say that, you don't know what you are getting. So our first claim, ashwagandha reduces stress and anxiety. Okay, this one. I'll say it actually true because this is the most well-researched benefit of ashwagandha. Multiple clinical trials show that ashwagandha significantly reduces cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone. One of the studies in 2012 published in the Indian Journal of Psychological Medicine gave participants 300 mg of KSM 66 ashwagandha twice daily for 60 days. Results: cortisol level dropped by 27.9% and stress scores dropped significantly. This is real peer reviewed data. But this is important. Studies used specific standardized extract at specific doses, not some random ashwagandha churma that your neighbor is suggesting, because dosage and standardization matters a lot. Now, claim 2, ashwagandha boost testosterone. It gets interesting, and all the gym influencers go completely overboard. Yes, there is a study, a 2010 study in fertility and sterility showing ashwagandha improved testosterone levels and sperm quality in infertile men. But here is what nobody tells you. This study was conducted on men, infertile men with abnormally low testosterone levels. So if your testosterone levels are normal, there will be very, very small effect. A 2019 study did show a modest increase, about 14 to 15% in healthy men doing resistance training. So it's not zero, but also not dramatic testosterone booster your gym bro is claiming either. So ladies, many influencers are recommending this to women for their hormonal balance too. But women hormonal balance research studies results are very much limited. So be cautious. Claim 3, ashwagandha cures hair fall. Wow, I wish. There is no clinical evidence that shows ashwagandha treats hair fall directly. Zero. So the logic people use is stress causes hair fall, ashwagandha reduces stress, therefore ashwagandha treats hair fall. This is indirect chain reasoning, not a clinical fact. If you have stress induced hair fall, then reducing stress through any other method like meditation or having proper sleep could help. Ashwagandha is not magic hair medicine. If you are facing significant hair fall, please go see a dermatologist. It could be iron deficiency, thyroid issues, DHT related conditions that needs proper diagnosis, not any random supplements. Claim 4, ashwagandha is completely natural and safe. These are the claims that concerns me the most because being natural doesn't mean safe. Ashwagandha has real contraindications that nobody is talking about. Number one, thyroid condition. Ashwagandha increases, it stimulates the thyroid hormone production. So if you are on thyroid medication like thyroxine, it can increase your level too high, too dangerous. Number two, autoimmune condition. Ashwagandha stimulates the immune system. If you have any autoimmune condition like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus, it can make it worse. So please be cautious. Number three, pregnancy. Traditionally, ashwagandha it was used to induce uterine contraction. So absolutely avoid this in pregnancy. Number four, liver concerns. Rare but documented cases of liver injury have been reported. CDSCO and international pharmacovigilance databases have flagged this. So please, please, and please consult your doctor before starting any supplement, even if it's natural. So here is my final verdict as a pharmacist. Stress and anxiety claims show decent evidences and works for many people. Testosterone claims shows modest effect but don't expect any miracles. Hair fall cure claims not directly proven. Safe for everyone claim absolutely not true. If you do want to try it, then here is what to look for on the label. KSM 66 or Sensoryl, these are the clinically studied extracts with standardized at least 5% withanolites and dose 300 to 600 mg per day. Give it 8 weeks minimum to judge the results. And most important, tell your doctor you are taking it. If this video helped, please like, subscribe and share it with your friends. I'm a pharmacist and making content so you don't have to Google it and get scared. Every week I will be reacting to the health claims, busting myths, exposing myths and tell all the pharma facts. Comment below and tell me which supplement or the health claim you want me next to react upon.